Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's been a little while since I've been live, but thanks to summer slowdown, teenagers being away at camp, I have a little bit of open space today to do some coaching, consulting, help y'all out. Let's get some things together. Let's tighten up some stuff this summer as we work on building strategically together. I'm going to make sure that I'm live in all the places. However, I just want to take a second and say thank you all for being here. If you are new to the Momathon movement, I'm Christina Garrett. I am very honored to serve the world as a productivity coach, a positioning coach, a help you to achieve your goals on the schedule that you have set for yourself, along with balancing a busy family, with making sure that the people in your life feel like they really are first, okay? And feeling as though you have the tools that you need in order to succeed and to win. I am a pastor's wife. I am a homeschooling mom of 5 amazing but very loud children who keep me on my toes. And in addition to that, I am the founder of our movement, the founder of the Momathon Conference, which we are now in year 10 for our annual conference. And I'm not slowing down. I am not slowing down. I have been really embracing what 2025 has brought to us as I navigate coaching a larger mastermind this year, seeing my clients growing in the things that they are working on achieving, being present in ministry and working through all of the ins and outs of really being the person who shows up to do the thing that she said she was going to do. Okay. I have over the last few years pivoted in a lot of ways, as well as I'm gonna make sure that everybody, hold on y'all, there we go, make sure that everyone can join in today as well. There we go. Hold on y'all, hold on, let's go live here too. Hold on. Hey, okay, make sure we're live in all the places. Oh, here we go. And we're gonna go live here too. Okay. Hey y'all. All right. So one of the things that I have worked really hard this year to do is to hone in on the things, the people that matter the most, and have been learning how to set aside the things that are not. And one of the things that a lot of my clients, the people who have been coming to find me on the internet, right, have been asking about is, Christina, how in the world are you creating some of these very strategically placed partnerships, opportunities? Like, what's going on here that maybe we're missing something that I can implement into my business, into my nonprofit organization as well? And so I want to make sure today that I illuminate for all of us what's possible when you walk through your purpose-driven productivity. Okay, purpose-driven productivity. This is more than just I want to create something. This is more than, oh, Christina, I'm so passionate about this particular topic. Instead, this is about leaning into who you said you were going to be this year and then showing up as the full definition of that person. All right. I have been coaching. Hey, everybody. I have been coaching for the last several years. For those of you who have been to the conference sometime, for those of you who have matriculated through the programs that we offer, classes, digital programming, live events. It's been a decade full of lessons learned, triumphs, pitfalls. You rinse and repeat, you learn again, you try again, you level up, you refine it, you get it back together. Sometimes you get knocked down, you decide to get back up, because the true measure of working your way through this process is resilience. What you're really working on doing and who you're working on becoming is a woman who is resilient, where life can life. And it's okay. It doesn't mean anything about who you are as a person. It just means, oh, there's another layer of mindset or skill set that I need to intertwine. Okay. I just need to bring together mindset and skill set. I need to work on, maybe it's not that this is a bad idea. Maybe I just didn't package it in a way that people can get excited about or lean towards. So there's a lot of times a disconnect. Okay. A disconnect. So I want today to illuminate for all of you guys. Listen, if there's a place where you're working on building something amazing, you're like, Christina, I really feel like I'm onto something. Somebody put in the comments, I'm onto something big. I'm onto something big. And I hope that, and I have about 30 minutes today to teach what I want to teach. So y'all lean in, okay? Lean in and already start thinking about, I need to book a discovery call, okay? Like, let's just go ahead and do it. I have been sitting in, soaking in for an extended period of time. What does it mean to be resilient and be an opportunity creator? Not just somebody that hopes for it, that crosses their fingers. Hey, Morgan, that crosses their fingers and says, I wish I might have the partnership I'm dreaming of tonight. No. We're talking about being strategic about how you do it, okay? Showing up as the woman who achieves what she said she was going to achieve. And then you have the strategy, the skill set, plus the mindset to stick with it to the end, okay? You're onto something big. And so today, I just want us to sit with it. Y'all hear me? I want us to sit with it for a few minutes. If you really are onto something big, you will not be able to do this by yourself. I got a couple notes today. You will not be able to do this thing by yourself. Every single year, whenever you all see pictures of the Mamathon conference, it's grown and changed so much over the years. Whenever you all see the footage that we're doing the things, okay, I have built a room, or I'm gathering women in a room full of, every single woman there has a movement. Okay. Everybody there has a movement. There's no one there that is operating as something less than. You're not required to have arrived already. It's okay if you're in a place of building. Okay. It's okay if you're still building, but we want you to know that it's okay for you to come here into this space and be somebody that's making a big deal out of your work. So that being said, today we're talking about productivity and partnerships. Okay. I just hopped off a call a few minutes ago where I was asking some questions, getting some more clarity on outreach and just different things. And I realized I'm very grateful for where I am now, because I had to take the scenic route. Y'all hear me? The scenic route to learning how to do some of these things. I had to take it wasn't the sunny, oh, Christina woke up in the morning and automatically knew how to send emails and get responses, build relationships. This was not just happening. Okay. It was not just happening. It was something where I had to learn how to do it better. And so I want us to remember today that if you're onto something big for real, if you really are somebody that's going to create something dynamic in the world, that you are going to have to be willing to collaborate, to connect, to learn how to pitch well, to learn how to communicate your work strategically. Like, you can't just pop up and say, hey, write me a check for $20,000. Y'all hearing me? Everybody hear me? You can't just pop up and say, oh, yes, well, I'm planning to do this. Because I'm planning to do it, you should write me a check. Okay? This is a coaching moment. I want you to know that I, as a person, love you very much. Okay? I think I know that you are just a remarkable human. I believe your idea is really remarkable. But it is very hard for someone to collaborate with or support something that is still in your mind, still in your journal. It's an intention. We cannot plan or collaborate around your intention. Okay? We just can't do it. As much as we love to hype people up, all kind of people say, this is the thing that I'm doing. We're so excited. Okay? We're so excited that you are. But at the end of the day, We cannot collaborate around or gather around intentions. That is very hard for a person to support. Okay, it's very hard for a person to support. So we have to ask you, can you intentionally, clearly vocalize the value that you give, the problem that you solve, not just to the people who are just like you? It helps if they're just like you. That helps if they are, if it's like B2B, right? Or excuse me, B2C, where you're a business owner or not, and you're talking to another parent. Like, I'm a productivity coach for women leaders with families. I have 5 kids. I love coaching women who have 1 million kids. And you also run a 6-figure business, and you also host events, and you also want to run for public office or go back to law school. Yes, you're my person. So it's very easy for me as a coach to talk to women who are also leaders because I'm a leader, or because I'm a person who's facilitating or producing or creating. It's easy for me to talk to those people. But what about the manager at the bank? What about the person who works at a major home improvement store? Or what about the person that works at a nonprofit organization that funds parent-led movements? Or what about all of these? What about this software company that you use their stuff and you think that they should sponsor your stuff because you use their stuff? What about those people? Okay, so my girl Nicole, hey Nicole, says the real work is in clearly documenting the ideas or the program. A lot of us don't even have a program. We may have a singular event. We might have an idea that's going to become an event, but I don't have proof of concept. We're going to talk about that today for a few minutes. Proof of concept over the course of time. And maybe I need to make this like a thing. Like, maybe this needs to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, like a all week thing that I do maybe in the month of July, where I break this down even clearer. But I want us to remember that having passion and loving what you do, like, you can love what you do. Having passion, it takes more than passion, okay? It takes more than the idea that's hovering here for people to support. Everybody got me? All right, so today we're going to talk 1, 2, 3, 4 about passion and I'm going to get through as much of this as I can today. But my husband has a meeting here at the house in a little bit. And so I won't be here all day. You know, sometimes I can just talk about the Mamathon things all day, but I don't have all day. So we're going to say, for this moment, put a pin in it. This little conversation is sponsored by the Mamathon Conference, September 26th to the 28th in Atlanta, Georgia. We are going to be talking about partnerships during this time. We're going to be illuminating, when is it too soon for me to do collaborations? Okay. Can I clearly represent the work that I do in a way that other people can receive, get excited about, and respond to? Okay. And I'm going to illuminate some of this today, but it's going to be broken down in a larger way during our Atlanta event. So September 26th to the 28th in Georgia. We'll be at the Hilton this year. Your ticket includes 2 all-you-can-eat meals, all sessions, live music, karaoke. It's going to be a time. Okay. It's always a time, but it's really going to be a time. And so we want you all to come and join us this year. If you want information, put conference in the comments. Conference in the comments, and I will make sure that I send over the ticket information for you. Okay. All right. So here's what you will need if you want more partnerships in your future. I was just talking to someone. She actually does the sponsorship stuff for Women Evolve, right? And I told her, I said, listen, I came to learn from you to see what was I missing. Like, what was the minute thing that I didn't have in my stuff to make sure that I have it? And she was on the live. She was like, listen, I already have more people than I can serve. I want more people who've been doing this for a long time so I can send them to you. And I was like, listen, bring it on. I love helping people to get partnerships. Like, I feel like it's a vibe. And so that's something that I'm going to be working on more as well, especially for my clients already. But yes, all the things. Okay. So if you want more partnerships, more collaborations, more open doors, hi, Alexandria, more open doors going into next year, you need passion. I love, 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 love my ladies. I think every single one of you all can feel my love reverberating through the screen right now. Okay. You all know when you come to me for coaching, when you come to me for the conference, when you come and join our community, you all can feel something different. Hi, September, something different about Mamathon than other communities. It's not because I say it, it's because you all say it. When I come into this room, it's different. Okay. So you should, as a leader, have passion. You should love your work. You should love why you do it. Even though planning the conference is a lot of work and it is challenging for me to do, I believe the work is worth it. So passion is at the forefront. Okay. You should be like, you know what? If nobody paid me to do it, it's still worth my struggle. Because I know when women come, their lives are legitimately changed. Legitimate. Like, I'm not even making it up. They come back and they tell me all the prayer, all the emails sent, all the things I see are dramatically worth it because I see the end result. So you need passion for any project. Passion and purpose is what keeps you going when you don't feel like doing it anymore, or when it feels like an uphill journey. It keeps you coming back for more. You become a glutton for punishment, honey. Okay. So that's number one. But you will need passion and in the next 20 minutes, I'm going to lay this thing out. I'm going to give y'all a call to action, and then we're going to go about our day. I got to teach Vacation Bible School tonight, and I'll probably still work out. Like, you know what I'm saying? We got things to do today, so let's make it happen. If you're going to produce more this year, you need passion and, number one, passion and purpose-driven productivity. Passion and purpose-driven productivity, okay? It will always be a challenge for you to create something amazing and rinse and repeat again and again if you are not on top of your time management, if you're not on top of your calendar, if you're not on top of your to-do list, your budget. Me and my event budget are best friends. We're best friends. I remember asking somebody one time, I said, well, how much is it for all the things? And they did not know. They didn't know how much they needed. They didn't know how much it was going to cost to put all the moving pieces together. Wait a second. I got it broken down. Like, bro, me and my event budget are best friends. Maybe too much, right? It's like, oh, I'd have to stay on top of those things. And so I want us to bring into the chat, you can be passionate about your work, but if you are disorganized in terms of what needs to happen and when, by what date, that can be problematic. Okay. If you are someone who loves your work, but when it's time to do the work, you let your feelings get in the way. Let your feelings get in the way. This is where mindset and skill set are combined. You can know what to do. You can have a strategy for it. But after we get off of this call, after you hang up off your coaching session, when Christina's not with you, I don't live with you, right? I don't live with you. So I can't force you to be the person who is productive, not hyper busy, productive, who does what she says she's going to do on the days that she said she was going to do it. And if life happened to you and things got hectic or busy or whatever, there was a day this week, we had a funeral at the church and Vacation Bible School. I ended up being out all day. I knew I was going to be out all day, but I didn't know everything that was going to need to happen. Like, I said, oh, the day got away from me. I did not get those emails out today, but the first thing the next morning, 7 banks in Atlanta got emails from me. to collaborate for our conference. And yes, I have a meeting for next week. Okay. So we got to talk about partnerships. Like if you have passion, y'all can tell I'm passionate. I love my work. I love y'all. I believe in you. I really do believe in you. I believe that what God gave you to create in this world is needed. The conference, coaching is all about you producing what God put in your heart to make. However, if you have the idea, you want to Women Evolve, you filled up your journal, get ready. You all pumped up, okay? And then after the pump up, you get home. And then slowly but surely, the motivation, the excitement starts to fade away. So after the excitement goes, you have to lean back into, oh, this is my purpose. And now I'm going to break it down into here's how I need to spend my hours. Some of these things that are on the list, I don't have to have. Let me remove those. Oh, I don't really feel like doing this. But then your resilience kicks in and you say, who cares what you feel like doing? The goal still has to be achieved. So we have purpose, we have passion and purpose-driven productivity. You are a woman who follows through, or you're working on being a woman who follows through. You do what you say you're going to do when you say you're going to do it. That is a skill that I developed through coaching. I used to be somebody whose feelings and emotions got in the way. Oh, I feel nervous or scared about this, so you just don't do it. Okay? Oh, I feel some kind of way about this, or I'm not really sure what to do. Instead of sitting with the thoughts, working through learning how to do it because it stresses my brain, and you can't chat GPT everything. You can't chat GPT everything. Some of us like know what we want to do. We know our purpose. We know some of these other things. And yet, when it's time to execute, when it's time to do, we are slow to move. Okay. So that's number one. You need passion and productivity. You cannot just say, I'm going to do the things, and then it's been months now. We're halfway through the year. And did you do what you said you were going to do? Number two, you need passion and programming. I have a sponsor or two for an event that I have put absolutely no thought into. I just created a year's worth of programming. Okay. I sent over the information to a few people about the main event, the Momathon conference, the big thing, right? Y'all, they come back to me talking about, hey, Christina, we want to sponsor the other thing because it's a part of our annual programming. It was something I did last year, almost spur the moment. And now I said, oh, let's do it again. It was an easy event to do, right? Coming right after the Momathon conference here where I live in Montgomery. But I have sponsors for something that doesn't exist yet because it's in the programming. Sent over the proposal. Well, we'll talk about that too. But it was in the programming. And I was like, oh, snap. Okay. Let's go for it. Okay. So I want us to begin to brainstorm and think bigger. Whenever we're thinking bigger, it means that we'll need more partnerships, collaborations, connections, relationship building in order to bring this exciting thing to life. Okay. And along with that, you will have to create a plan about what you're actually going to do this year. You can wing it when it's just you. You hear me? When it's just you, you can wing it. Oh, I think I'm just going to talk about speaking today. Or, oh, I think I'm just going to talk about this. I'm just going to pop up. Oh, what book am I reading? Let me just go on live and talk about that. I've seen people, oh, yes, I'm a coach and I do all this stuff and I help women to propel into this next season and all these other things. And then the programming just doesn't match. The programming doesn't match. Do you have a yearly plan? Do you have a yearly plan that people can get on board with? Do you have a yearly plan that people can get on board with? So I sat down and I created, what are we going to do? What is Mamathon going to do every single month? If the month of July is a reset time where I'm just coaching and conference preparing, if the month of September is this, October is Women's Small Business Month, like all these things, are we creating programming surrounding what's happening, or are we just winging it? Questions that need some answers. Okay. So you need passion and purpose-driven productivity. And I might have to do this like a mini live, I don't know, to add on because I'm on limited time today. All right. Purpose-driven productivity. You need passion and programming, that you actually know what you're going to do from month to month so you can ask people to collaborate. I tell my clients that partnerships, and this was echoed on the call that I was just on, that partnerships, building relationships, getting sponsorships, all this stuff are like a 6-month process. One of my clients who I just love dearly, she was like, I think I'm going to put all of this on, put this on the shelf for now, just kind of press pause on this and pick it back up in the fall for me doing speaking in the fall. I said, baby, they've already chosen their fall speakers in the springtime. If you are not already ahead of the curve, you're going to miss the whole fiscal year. Okay? What you should be doing is working this summer for the fall and for the winter, working this fall for next year. I'm already planning Mamathon Conference 2026. I'm already thinking about where is it going to be, what kind of vibe. I'm thinking about making it more client focused than everybody in the world focused. I'm looking at how I'm growing out my mastermind that's going to open up right after the conference. Okay, so, govern yourself accordingly. But I'm thinking about all of these things in advance. My mind is in next year. You can ask my husband. I was celebrating. I said, oh, baby, I cannot wait to experience how next year's conference feels. I'm in 2026. So Alex says, yes, we have to have a strategy paired with execution in order to win in our calling. Yes and yes. Okay. So the programming shows that you are a woman who plans. How can someone partner with you, sponsor with you, and all you're giving is intentions? Okay. And I love you. Hear my love. Okay. But if you get off of this call and you go back into the cave of journaling, let me go meditate for an extra hour or 3 to 5 business days about what Christina said. Let me pray about what she said. That's fine. Go pray. And also, sometimes we end up getting frustrated about all those people who have moved beyond where we are, but we did not get to done. We did not get to this is finished. I said I was going to, hypothetically, reach out to 10 organizations about speaking or partnering or hosting their leadership team at the conference. This is where we're going, okay? This is where we're going. Hey, elected officials, pull up. Hey, nonprofit organizations, bring your team. Because we're going to talk about partnerships, and everybody needs to be able to advocate for the work that they do. This is where we as a community are going. That's programming. But it does us no good for me to motivate you here, and then after you get off, you lack the mindset to follow through and be resilient, and you lack the skill set, also known as your proposals and your emails are a little ugly. Okay. We got to bring all of these pieces together. If you want to succeed, if you want to see the win that's on the other side of I did this, I said I was going to do it and I did it, this is what it needs to look like. Okay. This is where it needs to look like. And I think that there's coaching and then there's consulting that come together. I got 10 minutes. Okay. Coaching and consulting. Coaching is, okay, so what would you like to do? How would you like to do this? What makes you feel, what feelings come up for you when we begin to work on this? What thoughts are you having about succeeding in this area? All of that. And then on the consulting side for me is, no, take that off. It doesn't look good. No, take this out. Compress your PDF like this. Do this. Like all of these need to have things that need to go into an email a certain kind of way. See you later. These are the things that have to combine together. All right. So you need passion and productivity, passion and programming. You also need, and I hinted at this, passion and a sexy proposal. Passion and a sexy proposal. Now, people ask me all the time, Christina, can you share? Like, can you just tell us like what you send over that makes them open the emails and book a meeting or get more information or all of these things? Can you show us like what your sponsorship stuff looks like? Sure. One day in the Mamathon Mastermind, I taught it extensively. I share my screen. If you're a client, I share my screen. I show you exactly what I send, how I send it, what it looks like, so that you get to the meeting, you get to the yes. Okay? You can't guarantee anybody's budget. You don't know what that organization's budget is for the thing that you're creating. But you will never find out if you don't get to the call. If the email, the ID doesn't get finalized and sent, you will never find out. You won't find out. You won't know. And even if it's a not now, but soon, okay? Even if it's a not now, but soon, you can have the connection. Oh, wonderful. So the next time that you guys are planning your women's leadership conferences, the next time you're planning this or planning that, please keep me in mind. Here's my information. They already know you're serious because the information you sent them over shows that you are heavy duty serious about your work. I get phone calls after. I'll send the proposal over and I'll get phone calls or a text message from the decision maker after that says, this is the best proposal I have ever seen. And I give God the glory for wisdom and discretion on how to do it, right? And also I'm willing to make the changes and do the work so that it comes across as this is what we need to have. In the age of Fiverr, Canva, in the age of like all of these resources in the world, right? I'm a resource. There are plenty of online resources, but I really feel like a digital, vibrant, sexy PDF, it just hits different. It hits different. When they open it, they know we didn't just start today. We've been invested in this work for an extended period of time. That's what it tells you. Okay. So we work on building that information. I can send, by the grace of God, I can send an email on today's Thursday, on a Wednesday night, and have a return email in the morning. Like, oh, this is fascinating. What's your schedule for next week? Let's book a call to talk more about your work. Okay. If you're not feeling confident about your strategy, your outreach, all of those things, you have to make those changes. You got to be willing to make those changes. So passion and purpose-driven productivity, passion and programming, passion and a sexy proposal. It's got to be chef's kiss. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be like when they open it, oh snap, they did not come to play. You hear me? They did not come to play. It's all laid out. Mission, vision, our incept, like how we started, what you're partnering with us for. Here are the things that are happening throughout the year as a result of 10 years of the Mamathon movement. Women are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, it's laid out. It's laid out in front of them, so there's not as much guesswork. Okay, so here's what we really need your attention to be: the Mamathon conference this September. We're looking for a financial partner, or a partner who honors diverse voices in a society that is not right now. For all the people who are like, oh goodness, listen, I don't know if this are we allowed to sponsor? Yes, you are. Pull up. Okay. Here's why we should do this. Absolutely come and be on a panel. Absolutely come and present, because these are the voices that we need to hear. Okay. Last but not least, you need passion and proof of concept. You need to show them that you are not new to this, you're true to this. Even if you just started, okay, even if you just started, it's your first year having your event or workshop series or whatever, you did not just wake up in the morning and decide to be this person, okay? Instead, you made the decision however many months or years ago to create content information leading up to this particular thing, okay? Leading up to this particular thing. And so what we want to show instead is, here's the big picture. Here is our goal to achieve X, Y, and Z. Here's how many people, women, parents, children, organizations that we want to impact by 2030. Here's how we want to do X, Y. Here's what we've done in the past. Okay? To paint a clear picture of where you're going. That's proof of concept. Proof of concept can come from data that you yourself have mined. It can also come from data that someone else has done. Like one of my clients, she's an organizational psychologist at a university in California, and she does extensive data on Black women, mental health, rest, like all of these, generational trauma, like all of these things. I can say, oh, wow, look at this data that talks about the needs of women, Black women, mothers, women in business. You can look at this information and tell this is something that's needed. Tell this is something that is valuable because of the extensive amounts of data talking about burnout with human resources and Shroom, all of these things. Like, you can look at it and see, here's the information that shows that this is valuable. So that is proof of concept. And you're allowed to say, you know what, based on this data, we're stepping in to help facilitate this information and provide a resolution to this societal problem. Okay, that's proof of concept. This is needed. This matters. I'm here for all the good stuff. Okay, I'm here to help solve this problem. Right? So you need passion and being inspired. We love it. Your intentions, we love it. You feeling motivated, thrilled, determined. You on team. Get ready. You're full steam ahead. Wonderful. And also, along with that, you need to have a system that says, you know what, I'm going to stick to this until I get to this result. One of the hardest things for me to always stand 10 toes down about is, no matter what happens with this particular organization, the Mamathon conference is still going to happen no matter what. It's still going to happen no matter what. Whether this bank says yes or this bank says yes. Whether this mental health organization says yes or this one over here says something else, we're still going to be going on. It's still going to happen anyway. We're going to create more partnerships. Will you be one of them, or are we moving on? Here's how we can collaborate together. Here's how we can partner together to make something amazing happen. But it's going to happen anyway because I finish what I start. That level of confidence, resilience says to an organization, she's serious about her work. She's committed. Let's get on board with this early rather than later. Okay. This is the energy that we have to show up to the party with so that we can say, you know what, 100%, if it wasn't this year, if it's next year or whenever it is, I'm ready. I'm excited. We're still going to be here. We're not going to quit. We're not going to show up this week and then next week I'm MIA and I decided I'm starting a candle company now instead of this other thing. No, we're still going to be here. And that level of confidence tells an organization that you're someone that we want to partner with. Okay. So I can send an email and then the next day have a return email back that says, hey, listen, this is fascinating. Let's partner. But the reason that happens is because there's programming that goes with it. The proposal shows we are serious about our work. I work on productivity so that I always listen, I'm going to be here. I'm going to stick to this. We're not going to give. We may pivot how we execute on this vision or who we do it with, but we're still here and following through. We have been doing so for 10 years. And then you got to make it look good. Y'all hear me? You got to make it look good. You got to be like, you know what? This is when they open it, when they click to open it, they say, oh my goodness, this is someone who's done their work. Okay. And a lot of us, people ask me all the time about opportunities and proposals and all the good things. And I'm like, listen, are you willing to add these things in? You know, I'm happy to teach you if you're a client. Like I give it all away to clients to help you succeed in the thing that you set out to do. But because I've been getting so many questions about partnerships, about how to book more, how to get more, I want to talk more about it. And so I have 2 minutes now to say, hey, listen, if you want to learn, if you're like, Christina, I have been working on executing on this particular vision. I know that this is my work. I know that I'm excited about bringing it to life, but a lot of times there's something that slows me down from the successful execution of the vision I have. Okay. It could be life. You know, I am a pastor's wife. I'm a homeschooling mom of 5 really dope children. Sometimes kids are just kids. I got 3 teenagers. Some days I'm running around behind them or we're chauffeuring or doing all. I understand being busy, right? So how do I take this vision that I have and build it out with the time that I have, with the energy I have? Okay. How do I do it like that? How do I tweak how I'm doing my outreach, how I'm doing my work? What's on my list? Okay. What's on my list that I'm doing that is not going to create the magic that I wanted to create? Okay. Instead, I need to work on tweaking some things. This is where I come. It's my favorite thing to do. I believe so wholeheartedly in you as a person. I believe it's not possible for me to serve all the women in the world. I don't have the same testimony you have. I don't have the same story you have. I don't have the same family dynamic that you have. I can minister better to a minister's wife than I can to the single. If you're a single mom, you can speak to the single mother. Or I have clients who are survivors of domestic violence. That's a testimony I don't have. So I can't do their work for them. I can't do your work for you. The thing that's in your heart to do, I can't do that for you. So instead, what we have to do is lean in and say, okay, I need to combine together. I need mindset, skills, gifts, strategic planning, idea downloads, brainstorming, who I'm supposed to be serving, the time that I have, the hours that I have, my family needs. I got to have my mind right. That's mindset. And then I'm going to bring together skill set. Okay. How to take the hours that I have, and this is the system I need to create. Okay. How do I angle things in a different way so that I'm implementing at a higher level? Then you come to the coach even beyond that and say, okay, Christina, what does my stuff need to look like? There are things that happen before you get to go and pitch for amazing opportunities. Okay. that I'm able to explain my work with clarity, that I am committed to following through and doing the thing that I said I was going to do. All of those things, mindset and skill set combined, show forth a well executed vision and a fulfilled life. Okay, where you love your work. You love my call days, they might be long sometimes. I'm like, man, these women are doing things that are going to change the world. You all are going back to school. You're starting nonprofits. You are speaking on global stages. You are running for public office. Like, y'all are doing some really amazing things. Y'all are six figures and beyond. Y'all are doing some really amazing things. And I get the honor to walk alongside you as you produce and create it. Okay. So for all of you who are like, I've been looking for a coach that gets me. I've been looking for a coach that has done it already and will show me how to do it. I've been looking for a coach who understands having a busy schedule, being a mom on the move, loving the Lord, feeling his purpose on your life, and also how do I maneuver his purpose with my time and my energy and my capacity? How do I still get the job done? I yield all of the skills, gifts, strategy to you all as coaching clients. Okay. And if you've been looking for your person, if you've been hanging out with me this long, you probably are like, yes, Christina, you are my person. But it takes you making the move to reach out. Let's find a coaching opportunity that works for you. Most of my clients come and we work together for 6 months. Okay. Because it takes more than just a good proposal. You have to be able to position yourself, to operate with clarity, to prepare your family for the next level. These are all of the things that combine together to make success. Okay. So I got to hop off. My husband has a meeting, so I got to skedaddle. But if that's you, I want you to, right after this live is over, okay, find your way to my messenger. Find your way to my messenger. There's no pressure. There's no drama. It's like, listen, I know that I'm not operating at the level that I could be. Okay. DM me consults or, hey, Christina, what's your availability for tomorrow? I love those. So that we can figure out a way to help make coaching work for you. Okay. And the reason I say all that is we don't want to get to the end of this year without having adequately troubleshooted on, what's working, what's not working, how we can do things better. And I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart, coaching changed my life. I can honestly say that from the bottom of my heart, coaching changed my life. Of the extensive amount that I've invested, I've made that back times 5. Because it was mindset and skill set combined to help me get where I'm going. I am still currently being coached. I stay in a particular membership just because I want to be able to ask whenever I feel like it, make sure that I'm where I'm supposed to be. Or, hey, I have a question about this. Can you just answer my question? Like, I stay there in that zone to make sure that I have what I need. Okay. So my inbox is open. You can send me a voice message. You can, however you want to do it. Tell me about you. Tell me about your family. Tell me what you want to create this year so that we can help you. We can partner together to help you make it happen. Okay. All right, y'all. That's it for today. I got to go. If no one else has told you yet, you are phenomenal. You are gifted and fly. And we can't wait to see what kind of magic you create. Okay. All right, everybody. I will see y'all soon.
They had one, and they were telling us, you saw mine?
I'm wrapping up. It's okay. Bye, everybody.